Reading Communist Manifesto.
Oh, what's that? The what? Come again? Manifesto? Communist man. Okay, by Karl Marx. Got it. Wow.
I was
Marx.
like, there's no class because I didn't get any link. But then they said they forgot to send it to me and send it now. So apologies. But this time it wasn't my fault.
Yeah, yeah. I can't wait to talk to you till the cows come home. So yeah, Karl Marx. What's Marxism?
Well, I'm actually still learning about it, so I don't know much and I don't want to say anything because I don't want to.
Oh, neither do I. Yeah, I don't have any knowledge about that. I know
I
that
do
it's quite
think
popular.
communism as a theory is very appealing to a lot of people. Um, I found it appealing at one point, but then I realized in actuality it wouldn't survive. So, what's up? How have you been?
The same old, nothing specific. Yeah, the work and yeah, pretty good. I guess I got a new student and she's from China. So yeah, I'm really grateful for that because this is the first time that I got a student who is from China. So
Hmm.
yeah, that is something new in my life going.
Any like interesting quirks, facts you've learned or something? Observations?
The basis of that, although like at her workplace, English is not required, but she
Mhm.
wants to learn, and English is in great demand in China. So like she's also referring my classes to our cousins and to our neighbors as well.
Oh,
So
that's so nice.
yeah, I feel like I'm gonna meet a lot of Chinese people in the upcoming days. So that's something I'm looking forward to.
It's great. I'm actually so happy for you. Good job.
Yeah, that's there. Yeah. What else? Yeah. How's Clapingo going on, by the way? How are your friends?
They're going great. I like people. I like talking to people. It makes
Yeah,
me happy. Um, so that's fun. Yeah, it's going really great. Both on the platform and with YouTubers and stuff.
makes sense.
A
And I
lot of
could,
different personalities, a lot of quirks and stuff.
hmm,
It's nice.
speaking of quirks, I guess, like I couldn't help noticing that you have a lot of tattoos, like some tattoos, not a lot of. So, yeah, does it have any meaning? It does have. So I want to know what are the, reasons behind tattoos. Yeah.
Um, okay, so when I first got the tattoos, I thought, oh, they have to have this deep meaning, profound meaning to scar my body for life. But I do think that's a silly way of looking at it. And also it puts too much pressure on it. Like for the sake of getting tattoos, because I was really like, I really wanted a tattoo, I
Uh,
came up with so many different wild I don't know, theories behind each. So this is the nib of a pen.
okay, as you are a writer, okay, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
And then there's a dove, but the dove is for Aphrodite, the goddess of love, Greek goddess of love.
Yeah, yes, yes. It has the mention of somewhere, I guess, in literature. Yeah.
A lot of places, yeah.
Okay.
And then there's four for my childhood best friend. It was her birthday, her lucky number, my birthday, my lucky number. And this is a song lyric that says, "Take me to the lakes where all the poets went to die." The lakes is a place. Um, it's called the lakes. And a lot of these romantic poets like Wordsworth and uh, Shelley and Coleridge, all of them would go to the lakes and they spent some of their last years there. So,
Mm, makes sense. Yeah.
and
Speaking
then I
of,
have a star, but the star
yeah,
I used to talk to stars when I was younger.
makes sense. Nice. Yeah. Great. I don't have any tattoos, so I'm always intrigued to know about people who have tattoos. And I guess you can also get rid of it, right? If you like after some years, if you don't like it.
I
But
could.
I guess it's quite painful to do that.
To remove it is much more painful than to get a tattoo. And I
Uh,
don't think I want to remove any of these. Even if I do like regret them, they meant something to me back in the day. So
wow. That's, yeah. There was a story of Virat Kohli. He made a tattoo randomly. There was, like you said, it has no meaning or purpose, but people started copying him, because Virat Kohli made it. And then Virat Kohli got rid of that tattoo, but people had that tattoo. So
really?
sometimes, yeah, he was telling in a podcast or somewhere. So yeah, it reminds me of that story. Nice, great.
Yeah, I want to see you have a dove on your arm now. You're such a big fan of me.
I'm not at all.
Kidding. But okay, fine.
Yeah, I like the way you speak. So yeah, it's no brainer. You are a good speaker, orator, eloquent speaker. Loquacious, I guess. Is that what you call it? Loque.
What does that mean?
Sorry,
What does that mean?
it's eloquent. Like people who are quite good at speaking. I don't know how to pronounce the word for it, but it's loquacious or loquacious. I guess there's a word for it. But eloquent, let's go. Oh, yeah, keep it that way. Eloquent speaker.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
You are too, but you speak more like you have a lot of references and idioms and stuff. So you sound more,
Knowledgeable,
in a
advanced.
very good way, old,
Yeah. Well,
wise, or something like that.
I'm kind of the Dr. Faustus, always curious to know more about English. Like,
You do know how Dr. Faustus ends, right?
yeah, that is also there. Yeah,
So Lucifer will come up and swallow you whole.
definitely. But yeah, what can we do about that?
Do you think that a person can be too smart?
In some fields, yeah, not in every fields. You can be too smart in something. So
Mhm.
I guess when it comes to poetry, you are definitely way smart than I am. So yeah, you can be. If we are
But
trying to compare two people.
I personally think that knowledge can be a burden
No, I am like, I agree to disagree with that. I guess knowledge
because
is a power in
the
today's
more
world
you
specifically.
learn, the more you learn, the more you feel terrible about the world.
Yeah, it can be. Yeah, that is something I can see eye to eye. Like, not about the world, I would say that about I feel guilty for the people who don't have the knowledge. Like in terms of English, a lot of people want to learn it, but they tend to procrastinate. They always tend to take a rain check. So they sometimes rest on their laurels, and I feel guilty for them that they are missing out the fun of it, like this beautiful language itself.
Mhm. I I I didn't expect you to say that because I feel like you're working towards fighting that. You teach people, you go to schools and teach kids. So
But in that also, like there are people who genuinely want to learn. I'm talking about the people who don't have the burning desire to learn something. And that,
I can't stand people who are not passionate.
yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, definitely.
I think that passion says a lot about a person.
Definitely.
I can't stand people who are gray and dull and
Sure.
boring. I think boring people say a lot about the death of democracy, the death of discourse.
Makes sense. Yeah. Sure. And also, like, there are some people who who don't have any kind of hobbies or they don't want any growth in their life. Like
Mm-hmm.
I have a friend, I often tell him, do something. He's like 30, 32 years old, and I tell him that, do something about your life. Read books, watch films, good films. He's completely naive about the world. He didn't even know AI. He has this stuttering
Living
issue.
under a shell.
Yeah, definitely.
I
Although
think living under a shell isn't as bad as being well aware that there's something out there, but not having any drive to learn more about it.
yeah, definitely.
What motivates you to learn more every day?
uh, I guess meeting new people or trying to, when you meet new people, not from your place, but from different parts of the world, or like even if you watch movies or if you books are the windows of the world. So it inspires you, it gives you it compels you to think outside of the box. So these things always compel me, yeah. So I always try to stay ahead of the curve, and yeah, I make sure that like on regular basis, I do acquire some sort of knowledge, be it in terms of English or in terms of yoga or in general about Mahabharata, Ramayana epics.
Hmm. I lately I've been finding it difficult to sit down and read. I think I spoke to you about it, and then I even wrote my own little article or essay about it.
Yeah.
This is not the time for fiction.
Hmm.
Do you remember that?
Yeah. Although my mind is like a sieve, but yeah, it's I can see. Yeah. Yeah. I do have some sort of recollection of it.
I was talking to you about how I'm not able to sit down with any novel or any
Hmm.
piece of fiction because I keep feeling like I'm getting get distracted or I'm not able to believe it. And I feel
Oh,
like
got it.
fiction demands faith and demands trust, and I don't always give it that.
Yeah. Um, like what inspired me to read even like further, like I was taking a rain check when it comes to reading, but then a student of mine, I recommended him a book about stoicism, and his son started reading it. His son was so head over heels about that book, so he told me about everything, and I was like, I
How
recommend.
old is this son? I mean, I'm imagining a 4-year-old reading about stoicism.
He's like somewhere around 11 years, 10 or 11 years. But yeah, he's a kind of a nerd. Yeah, somehow he got attached to that book, and he reads a lot of pages in one sitting, in one go. So that inspired me. That little child inspired me to start
Oh
reading.
my God.
Yeah.
What does he understand?
That I told him to at least tell me something, but he was too shy to tell me. So, but he reads it. The point is he reads, whether he understands or not, I guess. At least he picked up the book,
Hmm,
and yeah, he reads that.
sorry.
All right, yeah. Others are part and parcel of life, I guess.
Okay. Anything you want to talk about specifically today?
I think just let's play it by ear. Uh, yeah, what are your plans for this weekend? Anything specific?
Yes, actually, I'm hosting a little creative writing workshop.
Sweet.
I'm doing that here in do you know CV Raman?
Yeah.
Yes, his house. I'm going to that. They have a little lawn area, so I'm gonna be there doing a creative writing workshop, and I have a bunch of kids coming, a bunch of adults as well. So I'm planning some fun things for that. I remembered all the things we used to do in school, like you need to write a poem in the shape of whatever you're writing about. So, like, you're writing about a house, you would write it in like, okay,
Mm.
write the roof and then go to the, and then around the door and stuff like that. So that's kind of fun. And then I thought I'd have like a little postcard station where it would be like write a letter to someone you're not going to send it to or something like that. And then photographs. So prompts like, do you know the Nam girl? The Napalm girl, Nam girl. She's there's a picture of this girl, a very horrific picture from the Vietnam War. And
Okay.
I remember we were shown that picture when I was in middle school, and we had to write about it. And I remember how scared I was, how jarred I was. And I thought of that picture and I thought, okay, this is going to be a little too much for a creative writing workshop where kids will be there. So even though they showed it to me when I was in middle school. But I got a bunch of pictures like the moon landing and stuff like that, those pictures as like little postcards so that they can write about it,
Makes sense.
like little
Wow.
prompts.
All right. And will there be any kind of food?
Probably. I'm not in charge of that though.
Okay. Yeah. Nice. What does creativity means to you?
Creativity means someone having the courage to be themselves and not conform.
Wow.
That's a very fancy way of saying thinking outside the box. Um, but I do think creativity comes out when you aren't looking for an audience. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I think one of the last lines in my book, shameless promotion. Um, yeah, to be good at the art only comes about when none of this is to be read, of course.
Got it. Yeah. Art for the art's sake, and you just do it because you feel like it. You are not looking for validation, I guess. You just do it.
No, Oscar Wilde said art is useless.
Oh,
And he's a writer and he was very witty and blah blah blah. So you kind of have to be an intelligent audience there. He's saying art is useless, maybe to liberate you, maybe to say if art is useless, like there's not much to it, and then you are liberated to do anything you want. And who cares if it's art or not? You get to be yourself, you get to have fun, and that's kind of the point.
yeah. Yeah, that reminds me of one thing, like your previous sentence, how you can be yourself, and Oscar Wilde, as you brought up that need, you also said that be yourself. Everyone else is already taken. So yeah, he said it. I wish for it, Oscar Wilde. Be yourself. Already else, like
Irish poet.
yeah, everybody else is already taken.
Hmm.
Yeah, I guess you need to really hit the books again.
Was it Oscar Wilde?
Definitely, you can Google it as of now, right now. It's been quite popular, that quote of his, be yourself. Already
I
everyone else
think
already.
people I think people have miscredited it to someone else because I didn't know it was Oscar Wilde.
It's Oscar Wilde. Oscar. You can say it, right?
I've been proven wrong twice today during these sessions.
It's all right. It's all right. It's I guess that's what learning is.
Thanks. But oh yeah, I had this interesting conversation where someone said it's not pronunciation, it's pronunciation.
That's what you learned today. Are you referring to that?
I was confused because when you say pronounce something, you say pronounce something, but pronunciation, the noun pronunciation, I
Okay.
didn't.
And now I'm losing my faith on you. It's quite simple. It's a no-brainer. pronunciation. There is no noun in the spelling itself. It's NUN.
But
None.
when you say pronounce something,
Because it has PRO, and
PR,
ONCE.
yeah, NOUN, and then in pronunciation it's NUN.
You didn't know that. Are you kidding me?
I probably did, but at that moment I was like, my worldview has shifted
You can
completely.
take classes from me, I guess. It's a high time. You need to learn your English and don't waste your time writing this poetry. Focus on language first.
I have
It's
half
most
the
basic.
mind. I have half the mind to tell you to.
All right. Let's you have brought up a nice
Sorry.
the word what do we call let's go with that only, I guess. Uh, EPITOME.
EPI. What?
EPITOME.
Like epitome?
It's epitome. Epitome. I know Clapingo
Okay, okay.
editor is gonna clip this, but you will always remember that I was the guy who taught you epitome.
Okay, I have heard it. Yeah, I do. I think I did know that it was epitome, but sometimes I say epitome as well. I think people pronounce it both ways. You're probably right, but
Yeah, right. I'm damn right.
don't you say like the epitome of
No, I don't say it. I always go with epitome.
ah?
And there I was thinking Upasna is the epitome of, English language. She knows how to get it well. I was
This is where
wrong.
I'll use my I'm just a little girl and I know nothing card. I,
That's your trump card, by the way. Do you know that?
I do.
Okay, great. By the way, speaking of art, like there was a debate, like it's been going on, like on OTP or OTT, over the top, yeah, OTT, yeah. They have this debate that they show vulgarity and but those people claim that it's for art and it's a part of art itself. But are like the people who restrict it, they are saying it's not art. So what do you think about that specifically? This things, nudity, vulgarity.
I have a lot of opinions on this.
Sure.
Okay. So I firmly believe that violence is a part of the human experience, the worst, most brutal kinds of violence, because even the okay, I have so much to say. War war begins at home. War begins in the kitchen. War begins in the temple. I don't think war is locked down to the battlefield. So I do believe that art should have the right to be absolutely, sorry for my French or excuse my French, batshit crazy. Okay. I appreciate when art does that, because that means art still means something. Art
Mm,
still is able to say something, especially now when it feels like everyone is in power but art. It's very, very necessary for someone to be cruel and raw and honest. And that's the thing. I want cruelty and rawness, but I want it stemming from honesty, right? Or rooted in honesty somehow. Um, but I do think when it comes to subjects like, let's say, Dalit cinema, there was a debate, I think last year, if I'm not wrong, about Dalit cinema and the this kind of quote unquote trauma porn made out of it. Okay, but it was such an interesting argument, I think, because here here's a all-star cast um playing I don't know, like they're suffering, playing characters they don't know anything about, and they're making money out of it. Where's the money going? Especially for a film like this. And I just, I'm having trouble figuring out what is trauma porn versus a privileged audience. For someone to be in the audience and say, that's too much for me to watch when it's rooted in reality. There are two arguments here. One, like, the cinema is the problem because they've had these very talented big stars to play a Dalit and then make him suffer just for the money made out of it. Or it's a real story, it's rooted in reality, but the audience is saying, that's a little too much for me. What kind of audience would say that? For a lot
Yeah.
of people, this is their lives. You can't say it's cruel just because you haven't experienced it. You
Makes
need to
sense.
be well aware that these are real human experiences that someone is experiencing.
Definitely. So same thing goes with Kashmir Files and other movies that were made, I guess. They had gone through, like the Kashmir Pandits, they had gone through this kind of, I guess, cruelty, uh, and we were not able to watch it. Yeah, and the film only depicted only 5% of it, but in reality, they had gone through things that we cannot even talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. I think to say the duration of 2 hours watching that film was such a painful experience is very tone deaf.
definitely. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's talk about something on a lighter note, I guess. Yeah, it's been too heavy.
Go on.
Lighter note. Uh, what else? Like, what's going on? How's your mother?
How's my mother?
Yeah.
My mother is great. It's actually my dad's 2 year anniversary. So we have, I went to the old age home today. I got some fruits, went there. It was like visiting family. They're basically family now. So I visited them, got my blessings, if you will. Um, and then I came back home, but it was a long drive to and fro, so pretty tired. And now I've been taking these sessions, and then I have 2 kids afterwards.
Okay. Makes sense. Yeah. Nice.
Actually, one of my new students. You know,
Oh.
my actually I should tell you about my new student. His name is Anmay, and
Hmm.
he's a baby boy. But he's very sweet, but he's always had trouble with English, and he uses the defense of, I am very proud to be this native speaker,
Yeah.
this native language of mine, my mother tongue. I'm very proud of it. Hence, I don't want to learn English. And that's why I've not been focusing in class. Have you come
True.
across like that kind of pride?
Yeah. This kind of thing. It's a part and parcel of this. Because they are kind of naive about the corporate life. They are naive about the world. Once they get the reality check, this pride will be vanished. But I guess he is too small, so you won't get the reality check as of now. So you have to deal with it. But
No, but I feel like this is very common among adults,
no,
especially.
I would say among students, people who are exposed to the real world, they know the value of it. But students who are still in colleges, they would still, be like, I want to have my native language kind of thing.
But we
Even in
see this
schools,
kind of war, like this kind of language, war happening all the time here, with like, oh, what's the national language?
that's true. That's true. But this language is gonna give you your bread and butter.
Yeah.
So that thing is different. Yeah, people are kind of again novice about these things, and I guess not even college students, school students. College students realize the value of English because they have to give presentations, they have to make PPTs, and all the other things they have to. like do internship and all. So they are acquainted with it. With
Has learning and teaching English changed your relationship with your mother tongue?
definitely not with my mother tongue, with my entire personality itself. I was completely, it's apples and oranges. Earlier I was completely different person that who was not intellectual, who was not into books, who was not into Hollywood films. That's changed. Even nowadays, I talk to my parents in English. They are able to comprehend it. They give answers in Gujarati, but I make sure that I try to speak as much as possible in English.
Hmm.
Yeah,
I think learning and teaching English, I have learned my mother tongue Kannada again because of
yeah.
the kids I teach. They're from here. So when
Mm.
I'm translating to them, I've recognized myself getting better at Kannada while teaching English.
Oh,
So,
makes sense. But if you tell me to have this conversation in Gujarati, you won't be able to speak two, three sentences after that because I don't like when it comes to generating thoughts. Now it generates in English. Gone are the days where I used to do the translation at home. So if someone tells me to speak for a longer period of time in my native language, it would be not a walk in the park for me.
hmm. Do you want to say something in Gujarati?
No, I'm all right as of now.
Okay.
People are not going to watch this video if I say something in Gujarati. Do you
People
want to learn
are
it?
watching this video.
Do you want to learn it? Gujarati? You
Yeah.
can look. My name is Upasna. Repeat after me. Maru naam
Maru naam
Upasna.
Upasna.
Che
Huh?
che che
Ke.
che
The.
che.
Che. Che. Maru naam Upasna Che.
Oh, nice. You nailed it.
I'm so talented. Okay.
Yeah, great. Yeah, that's how you say it. Maru naam Upasna che.
You want to learn Kannada? I think you're good. I think you're good.
Pretty good. Yeah,
I think you're good.
yeah. Canada. Nice. What else, Upasna? Can you ask me some creative questions? If you
Can
have,
I ask you some creative questions?
or anything quickly. We have like 5 minutes and I want to take every ounce of it, you know?
Mm-hmm. Okay. What is your weirdest quirk? Name your vices kind of thing.
I'll send you in your, nevertheless, okay. Uh, yeah, for the sake of this question, I guess the quote, I would say that, uh, you know, well, I didn't mean to, to have this kind of question that would I have to put on my thinking cap, I guess.
An intrusive question such as this?
I guess that quote would be, mm, I'm not sure, really.
You're just that perfect, really?
Have you observed something that you can, kind of, although you should not judge a book by its cover, but after this many sessions, can you say something?
Um, let's see. I think you're confident, which can sometimes come off as pride.
Oh, yeah, I'll work on that if that's the case. Yeah, definitely.
No, with not with like everything, but with like, let's say, mythology and God.
Yeah, it can be. Yeah, makes sense.
Hmm. What do you think my vices are?
I don't think you're like
Okay, you can't do that. I just gave you one. You seem like such a nice person now.
But to be honest, I don't feel like you have, the bad sides or anything. You are good just the way you are. You are perfect just the way you are. Yeah, your flows are good. Yeah.
I'm gonna come off as so rude.
To be honest, I feel like you don't have anything.
I think
I guess work on your pronunciations. That would be thing. Yeah.
I was going to say, I think one of the things I need to work on is I know I have a lot to learn, but I talk like I know everything.
Yeah, you know it all. But it's good. It's good. Because you have the knowledge, and compared to other people, your knowledge is way better. I've met a lot of tutors. You are quite good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So are you. I learn a lot from you each session, so
I don't doubt that. uh, wait.
you're getting my humor, is it?
Oh, by the way, speaking of, like, as I can see your water bottle, I want to know how much water do you consume on regular basis?
Not that much. I if I don't consume enough water at the end of the night, I just have this big thing.
Okay.
And I feel like that's very bad because I feel so sick afterward because I just
Yeah.
take all the water at once.
Mm.
Yeah.
And are you into skincare or something? Do you take care of your skin or something like that?
Does
Does,
it look like it?
no, I'm just asking the girly things, like, do you do that kind
The
of?
girl, wow.
Because I'm really into that. I do look after my.
Yeah, it's good. You should. I do think I have combination skin, and so I either get products that make my skin too dry or get products that let my skin get oily. So I'm always like balancing.
Makes sense. Hmm.
Yeah, I feel like I'm on the, what do they say, tightrope.
Yeah, or on the fence. Yeah. Yes. Great. Yeah. Wow. Interesting. All right. Let's call it today, I guess.
It
And
was great. Yeah. Call it a day, shall we? Okay.
yeah, catch up after some days, I guess. Now. Yeah.
Ah, you're so bored of me. Got it. Okay, bye.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.